What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. This is Aries the Cosmic Wizard, and this is Cosmic Tarot. This is going to be an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus video, so eat the meat, spell the bones, take a resonate, and leave the rest behind. Alright, Aries. Hope you all are having a good day, night, whenever you're watching this video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this community and this channel. And I appreciate you guys. And let's get into this reading. Alright, y'all. So, Aries, what we got going on today, y'all? Okay, got the Temperance card here. So, this is good. I see you've been alchemizing. You've been balancing. You have been in this... You've been this energy of healing, you know? And you've been working with your guides. I don't know if you guys... do a lot of deity work or whatever it is, or if you just practice and take care of your ancestor altar or whatever it is that you do. But you got angels here who you have been listening to intuitively, you have been paying attention, and you have been guided here to do some form of balancing and healing. The Fool and the Hermit here. So yeah, there's a lot of themes around closing old cycles and patterns of behaviors, walking away, maybe going into hermit mode, self-discovery, self-mastery, self-introspection. You've been doing a lot of analyzing of oneself. Some of you could be single or recently single, and I feel like you're doing a lot of soul searching here. Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you could have recently had to end a relationship, or a connection here has been ended, blocked, or whatever delay has created you in this. I don't feel like this was a long or serious thing. This was something that was very recent, and it was very new. It was like, you know, you tried to date someone, but it didn't work out. The Judgment and the Knight of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, you had to make a judgment call. This person here was... Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This person was taking too long. This person was a stalemate. This person was prioritizing. Excuse me. This was someone who was prioritizing money, or friends, or excuse me. Oh, I was thirsty. This person was prioritizing other things. This person could have been real thirsty. See how I just drank all that sparkling water? This person could have been chasing other opportunities, looking for other things to quench their thirst. Not to say that you weren't enough, but it could have been someone who was very thirsty, very... Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Someone here who was very materialistic, someone who was very... immature even. Like, this could be someone who was very bad with money. This was not a good mate. Someone here that you I feel like you just met this person. This person could have lied about certain stuff, but you made the decision to walk away. And it was... And had you not have gone through like this healing cycle that you had just went through with this Temperance, you passed the test, because the test was to see if you was able to attract people who value your self-worth. And yeah, because you know, this wasn't someone who was gonna be a good provider. The Emperor in reverse and the Ten of Cups. This person could have a lot of kids. This could have been a man or a woman with a lot of children by a lot of let's just say maybe the kids had their own parental combination. Ten of Cups and the Hierophant here. Yeah, I think you want marriage. You want more of a commitment. Someone here who is going to be able to commit. But the Hierophant here is like speaking of a traditional union. So something like marriage, or hell, at least a serious committed partnership. But the Four of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This is someone who... I think... You know, a lot of people, whether they want to admit it or not, they will tolerate poor behavior from people who they think are more, higher quality, higher value, more attractive than themselves. So let's say like someone who is very insecure will be preyed on by someone who has more, sex appeal or attractiveness, and they'll think, oh my god, like why is this person talking to me? Like normally like people like that don't go after me, and they'll just be like, yeah, totally the Queen of Swords and the Devil here. This is someone who could totally speak real nice and be like, oh, you're this, you're so beautiful, I like them big girls, I like, I love my little chocolate princesses, da 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 da. And not, there's anything wrong with anything like that, but this is someone who they play on other people's insecurities. Like, this is someone who is, they use their divine gifts in a dark way. So, like, the funny thing about narcissistic people are that they're very aware of other people. Like, they study other people, but they lack self-awareness. Where empaths, they are so self-aware and they're so empathic, but sometimes I feel like they kind of don't see. Sometimes as an empath, they choose to see only the good things. They can be very like, but this person here sees people's, flaws and their insecurities, and where an empath will try to strengthen and like help that person, the dark empath or the narcissist is going to exploit that. So this is someone who tried to exploit your insecurities, and you had healed that. And since you healed that, you were able to block this connection. Now this is someone that you kind of just recently dealt with here. Like, maybe like 4 to 6 months ago, summertime, even less than that, 4 to 6 weeks ago, hell, 4 to 6 hours, 4 to 6 days ago, 6, 7, like Lovers in reverse and the Four of Wands, yeah. I feel like this was someone who was a potential karmic cycle that you avoided. Yeah. Let me see. I was going to say something, but I don't want to jump the gun. Let me pull some more cards just so I can confirm, but I feel like you're about to be rewarded for passing the test, or aka choosing the higher timeline. I love when I do that. I love when I'm like, hold on, I think this is what they're telling me, but let me pull a card to make sure. And then they're like, yeah, you're being rewarded for not picking that path. The Ten of Cups is coming because you were able to reject this. I was going to have a reading and I was going to title it like, some cups are full of piss. You walked away from this pissy cup here. And now you're going to be rewarded with the Ten of Cups. You walked away from this non-committal, and because you healed, because you knew, man, the universe had already poured you a golden chalice. So this fake one, this bullshit one, yeah, come on now, they restored it, they healed it for you. This Ace of Cups led you to this Ten of Cups here. Because this person, no, man, you cleared the dead weight, and now you got emotional fulfillment, a fucking community, a lover, a family, a whole new family. Like, when you marry somebody, where you get related, not really when you get related, but when you marry someone, like, you are married into their family. So now you maybe your family is kind of messed up, right? Maybe you don't come from the best family. Well, now you're attracting in a spouse who has a great family, and they're going to take you in. So the relationship that you have with your brother-in-law and your sister-in-law is going to be 10 times better than you have with your own siblings. And you're going to maybe feel some kind of way, but like, damn. But no one's like looking down or pitying you. As a matter of fact, these people love being around you, and they like, what the fuck is wrong with your family? Like, how could they not love you? Like, you're so cool. And it's like, it's going to trigger a lot of other people in your family to be like, well, why does everyone love Aries so fucking much? Aries isn't that cool. Like, you don't know Aries like we, you know what I mean? Like, they get all butthurt. But it's like, They could even want to try to even like getting a I don't know. I'm not gonna say all that. I don't want to put that out there, but you know, if you got some jealous ass family members, don't be afraid to let those bitches know what's up and cut their asses out. You don't need to pretend, fake. You don't have to pretend. Pretend is when you fake being nice. Pretend. You don't have to pretend or fake being nice to these people. As a matter of fact, when I see you and I don't speak, that means I don't fuck with you. Yeah, put that shit to it. As soon as I said that, the world card, put that shit to it in. And let's close out this cycle. Let's close out this cycle with these negative, low vibrational family, relatives, friends, co-workers, carpool lane bitches, next door neighbors, kids next door. I don't know, you know, the cul-de-sac kids down the street, you know, new kids on the block, the Backstreet Boys, the Blackstreet Boys, the Jackson 5, whoever the fuck these motherfuckers are. We can like just go ahead and the Dream Girls, you know, the Dreamettes. You could put their ass to bed, like you know the whatever it is. Okay, the 88, you know, crazy 88. I don't fucking know. You could put these people down. You don't have to keep playing with them no more. You don't have to go over to grandma's house for Christmas if you don't want to. You don't have to go see Papa and them. You don't have to go over to Uncle Ray Ray and them house. You don't have to go see Aunt Bertha. You don't have to go over there and eat their chitlins. And I meant that you eat chitlins. I don't know you. I don't, but I don't care if you do. If you do, you do. That's fine with you. You got some really jealous, envy, hating, thirsty, bitter, apple, sour, diesel bitches I ain't fucking with them. These lemon, sour, apple, diesel, gutter, trash, yuck mouth, big bag body, big bag bleach, whatever the fuck she said. Big bag busting out the sun in reverse and the 6 of cups. If it's up, then it's stuck. And these bitches are stuck. The sun in reversed and the 6 of cups. I don't care. I'm tired of talking about other people. I wish I would stop channeling them and focus on you, because let's get back to what you got going on. But it's like, I guess they want me to know that like you, because you're so, not gullible, you're so kind and you're so big hearted, that you're not seeing that like these are people who you never would have expected. The Strength card in reverse and the 7 of Swords in reverse. These are some sneaky, cowardly little bitches. And they've been like this for forever. You gotta look at this. You gotta look at the. You know, I'm gonna give you a final test to tell who these people are. Just start being completely and honest. Just be completely honest with them. Like, tell them no. If you really don't want to do something, tell them no. Even if you want to do it, say no. And only speak about happy things. Tell them all the happy stuff. And then, you ever notice, you tell somebody, I was saying this earlier, like you tell somebody something bad happened to you and they start smiling. Like, man, I blew a tire on the way to work this morning. Oh, really? That sucks. I'm so sorry to hear that. People will literally do that. That they literally can't control it. Like, I've seen this happen before at work where I'm like, man, on my way to work, I fucking hit a pothole and I blew a tire. Oh my God, that sucks. I hate that so much. And they're like smiling. They're almost like, oh my God, yeah, something bad happened to you. And you're just like, The 10 of Swords here and the 3 of Swords. Ooh. Death. 3 and 10, 13. The Death card. 10 of Swords. This over. Their little manipulation tactics, all of that shit is over with. You're going to find that, like, some of these people, they're getting chopped out of your life. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. These people were codependent. These people wanted to. And this is why they're getting cut off your life, because they would have been these Queen of Pentacles in reverse. They would have had you bending over backwards for them, playing Mother Teresa for them. They would have came at you with every fucking little issue that they ever had, even though they never was there to help you, support you, do anything for you. Like, these are the kind of people who just literally are just. Hold on. I want to see something. Oh, yeah. Y'all, quick side note real quick. We are at 1,978 followers. And my goal of 2K before the end of the year is getting really close. I am so happy. Like, I could not have done this without you guys. Honestly, a majority of my viewers are Aries. So thank you guys so much for being a part of this community. If you haven't already, we're almost there. And thank you. So, yeah, you're building something here. And you got people who are envious because of the hard work that you've put in. The Ace of Wands and the Four of Wands here. You know, they want to block your success. Ugh, I don't understand that energy. I do not understand that mindset. I do not understand that. But you getting it, though. You getting your own. Right around, you getting it. I got something you could... Why would you... And then why would I read that text out loud? What was wrong? Anyway, the Emperor and the Queen of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. Like I said, you got Emperor and the Queen of Wands. Okay. Boss energy coming in here. I see you being in a very comfortable, very exciting, very happy relationship here. This Queen of Pentacles energy. This is a overbearing, like, female mother figure here who is like... It's like you... How do I put this? Like, somebody could have... This could be your mother or a motherly figure here who is a little codependent. Somebody here trying to ride your coattails. They see you living good. They see you and your new partner taking trips to Dubai and France and Switzerland. They want to know, how come you ain't bring mama along? How come TT and Uncle Nay Ray and Blay Blay and all the badass kids, why come they can't come? You think you could just... Yeah, I can. You know, these people want access to you. But they never fortified you. They never tried to build you up. They never did anything to support you. You know, and it's one thing to have an ungrateful ass kid who spits in their parents' face and don't try to, you know, do anything to help their parents who worked hard and did everything. But when you just was raised in a system of victimhood and people around you never really amounted to much other than a bunch of deadbeats, and they never poured into you, and all of a sudden you get a little bit of change, and now they expect you to come over and do this and do that, and everybody want to go to Disney World. All of a sudden everybody want a Lambo, everybody want a Tesla, everybody want a MacBook, but wasn't nobody over here helping you get your first MacBook. Wasn't nobody over here helping you start your business. Wasn't nobody volunteering to come be your assistant back when you were starting up. Wasn't nobody over here trying to help you get this degree. Wasn't nobody over trying to take you to this job when you first started. Wasn't nobody trying to help you get your resume together. Wasn't nobody trying to take you over to the store to buy you an outfit or two. Wasn't nobody trying to do none of that shit to help you. But now that you starting to see the fruits of your labor, here come everybody. Everybody need this now. Everybody got this. Everybody was finna do this for you. Everybody was always thinking about you. Everybody always had you in their prayer. Everybody always was on. You was always on everybody's mind. Now all of a sudden you was always on everybody's mind. You was always front line in their prayer. You was next in line on the prayer list, bitch. I'm telling you, you was like they was always about ready to call you. They finger was just always hovering around your name. Now all of a sudden when shit starts to look up for you, because you done pulled your energy back. You start focusing back on you and your success. You started focusing on what brings success to you, and that's this family. That's this new life you're walking into. It's this beautiful life that you're creating with this special person that's coming into your life. Justice here in the Six of Cups. This is this could be, for some of y'all, this is an old flame. Or someone who feels like, this is going to feel like someone you knew from like lifetimes ago. Seven of Cups, Two of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. I'm telling you, You got this twin flame that want to come and fuck shit up. This is a bad twin flame. Five of Swords. These people, this Queen of Pentacles and this Five of Swords energy, this is that person from your family trying to get into your mind. And, well, you know, I mean, they only with you because your ass fat. They only with you because, you know, it could be, there's someone who, from your childhood, who really filled your brain with like a bunch of brain rot and negative self-talk. This Two of Cups. It could have been a cousin. And sometimes the Two of Cups, this means mirrored energy. So this is a karmic that's been in your life for a very long time. Here, this person shows you duality. The Two of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Like I said, the Queen of Swords. This could be a motherly energy here, where this is someone's, they know exactly what to say to get in your mind. You have to be very careful, because this person will definitely try to talk you out of some shit. This could be your inner self-saboteur. What's that called? Your wounded child, the wounded mother, Lilith, your rebellious, self-sabotaging, dark feminine energy, the Chariot here in reverse. You've really done a lot of work to move away from negativity, toxic people who are low vibrational, people who are pessimistic, people who are always doom and gloom, people who think the worst, people who are just so negative in their mind, like they just, everything is an issue, everything gonna be a problem, you know. Oh man, what if this is like, damn, just be happy for once. You've done so much work on protecting and keeping these I don't want to say negative emotions. You rather focus on fixing the problems instead of complaining about shit. Like, you don't have time to be hanging out with people who just want to complain about shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they complain about their job, they complain about this, but whenever it's time to actually take action and do something, man, I can't do that. I don't have the money to do that. I can't just do that. Man, would you just stop bitching? You know, these are the kind of people. I just needed. Well then, okay. So what we gonna do? How we gonna fix this thing? I don't know. So you know, if you know you need to make more money, what we gonna do? How we gonna get there? What we gonna do? Well, it's just not that easy. I can't. Well then, how can we help you then? Like, if you keep telling me there's a problem, like if you come to me with a problem, I'm gonna try to come up with solutions. Now, if you want to just have a bitch fit or a bitch fest and just, you know, complain about shit, I'm not the best person to go to. I am very solution based, where I don't mind having a griping session. You know, it's nice to just vent and talk about it, but we have to be looking for a solution, because we don't want to keep talking about the same thing, the same problems, without trying to come up with different solutions. Okay, well, I tried that and that didn't work. So maybe if I try this, let me tack it this way. Maybe that will do something. You know, if we just, I hate my job, I hate my boss, I hate my life, I hate my this. I'm sick of being fat. I wish I would lose some weight. But every time I look up, you in the kitchen frying chicken. Well, either stop complaining about being fat, or you gonna have to find some other thing to do. It's not that easy, you know. I shouldn't have ever watched this video on YouTube of this. It was like, I don't know how, I was scrolling on Instagram or something. I think it was Instagram. And it was this video of this, I think it was like this rat. And it had jumped into like this vat of grease in like this McDonald's or something. And then it just started to like bubble up. It looked so gross. And that's stuck in my head. And I'm just like sitting there trying to do this reading. And for some reason they keep something. It's just been like popping in my brain, and it just makes me feel very uncomfortable. And so I had to share that intrusive thought with y'all. Oh, I just can't get it out of my head. It just makes me so, I feel like that's the dark force that's trying to get me to distract myself so I don't concentrate on this reading. Oh, Lord. Keep going. Knight of Wands in reverse. Exactly. You can't keep me down. What can't be broken. Knight of Wands here in reverse. Man. You know, this passionate, loving energy is coming super fast. It's like it's almost coming out of. Ugh, I can't stop thinking about it. It feels like it's coming out of nowhere. It's making my head itch. Ugh. You know what? That could be a sign that when there is something that is so disturbing that you just keep trying to force it out, what would happen if you made peace and you sat through the discomfort and you told yourself that that image, that whatever it is that's causing you discomfort, I am going to face it until it no longer discomforts me. And I think once people realize that you have been empowering yourself, you have been training your mind to be stronger, to not fall for small, feeble attempts of low vibrational entities. Oh, I could just make you think about, oh, if I just start making, Aries think about this, they'll start to spiral, and then that's how they get you, right? They know exactly what thoughts to attack. But I'm gonna tell y'all, I've been struggling with meditation and just really sitting in silence. And I used to observe that when I would meditate for even like 5 to 10 minutes and complete another silence, it would do something to my body here, where it would just calm me down. I would react a lot differently to certain stimuli, traffic, for example, students yelling and screaming, things that once would provoke a reaction out of me only just got recognition. Like, oh, okay, so you are not intentionally trying to incite anger out of me. You just don't know how to process your own emotion. Well, it's instead of me giving you what you're used to, which is me yelling and screaming back, what is going on? So and so. Okay, so is there a better way that you can maybe solve this problem? Every day you come in and you scream for a pencil. What if you came in with the pencil already? Oh, and see, that would take a lot less time. You can come in, you can get started on your assignments. Wouldn't you feel a lot better instead of me having to breathe down your neck if you already came in with certain things already prepared? Like, for example, I like to have these readings for Aries done by 6 a.m. so they could be posted. I don't want to wake up at 6 a.m. So I record them the night before so I can set them to schedule to pop up at 6 a.m. so when you guys wake up bright and early to get ready for work, my videos will be there for you guys. But I'm not scrambling trying to get to my computer at 4 or 5 o'clock so I can get this uploaded. I was doing that very early on. I was waking up super early trying to get everything pumped up by noon. Take a day off. Preload it, front load it. That way you can let it sit in the private section and they could run their little test on it to make sure it's super, super duper safe. Then they'll push it to even more people. If you guys are content creators, I would honestly suggest if you are making videos, you need to unlist them, sit them for private for at least 12 to 24 hours. That way they could do all their little tests, their little background tests on them, and then push them out. Give it at least 12 hours, and then don't push multiple videos out at the same time. Stagger that shit. Give them at least 3 to 6 hours in between each video upload. That way they can maximize each video to its potential. I did that, and that was something that really helped me grow. And being consistent, like, I'm telling you, like, there's, and then you gotta have the secret sauce. The secret sauce is, your personality, of course. And I can't teach you that. But everything else I can help you with. And I'm still learning my damn self. But that's what I'm saying. We learn as we go. We learn as we go, goddammit. Just be careful. But you know what? You're learning as you go. You've been doing the work here. And I think that's the thing. You're not used to being celebrated. The Six of Wands, you're going to be celebrated. And it's going to be it's going to make you uncomfortable. Because the people who have to celebrate you are the people who put you down. This is their penance. They have to stop trying to work against you and just realize that you are who you say you are. And they're going to keep trying to send you those negative images to make you uncomfortable to get you to stop. But instead of fighting them back, just let it roll. Like, yeah, that is kind of disturbing, but oh well. I hope I never go to that McDonald's. I hope that's not, you know what I mean? I hope I ain't eat at that one. Ooh, Lord. You know, why are you always taking pictures and videos? Like, sir, clean that shit up. Don't be taking no videos. Or, you know what? Thank you for the video, because now I reason 1,683 on why not to ever go to motherfucking McDonald's. Kamikaze grease rats. I don't even. Y'all want to see the video? I feel like I should show y'all the video. No, because I don't even want to see it. See, that's how they get you. Because that would just excite me. I don't want to see that. Y'all can look it up. Y'all really want to. And I hope you don't. Seven of Pentacles. Wow. These people. You're doing some major... Ooh. There's been this reoccurring theme here with people, this King of Cups in reverse with the Three of Cups in the World in reverse. This could be a masculine energy here. It could be a father figure or some masculine paternal energy, King of Cups energy here. These people, this is a group, and they have some sorrow or some pain around you. Either they feel sorry for what they've done to you. It's like a father figure who feels bad for not supporting you, for not being there, and like choosing indulgence, partying, other families. It's just giving like this is someone who had a lot of proclivities, and protecting you was not one of them. And they've never been able to... this person may have spent their whole life trying to run from this shame and guilt. And a lot of times, I was watching this video. The shame and the guilt that you feel about yourself is something that someone placed on you because of some shit that someone placed on them, because of some shit that someone placed on them. So it's just been this generational inheritance of shame. You know, instead of inheriting property, land, assets, things that appreciate, there's this low vibrational inheritance of shame, guilt, poverty, low self-worth, low self-importance, low self-efficacy, you know, just victimhood, self-sabotage, self-abandonment. Honestly, you've abandoned some, not you, but saying some people have abandoned themselves, you know, when you stop caring about you and trying to, you know, I mean, at some point, you know, people who really care about themselves, when we really think about it, I knew I was getting depressed when I started eating unhealthy foods and I started not being, prioritizing like my grooming, and there's subtle things that I notice that I do when I'm not feeling good mentally, and I have to really be careful and watch myself because it's so easy for me to like, oh wait, hold on, You just moping around, sitting around all day. Are you depressed? Are you bored? What's wrong? And you know, when they say depressed, deep rest, right? You need deep rest. I feel like I sit around all day and make YouTube videos. I hope I'm inspiring people to be, you know, get through their day. I really want to hope these videos bring clarity and really inspiration to people. It's hard out here, and I'm glad that these videos are finding people that, you know, when you get off work, you just want to hear something nice, something lovely, have some confirmation, know that, like, you're loved, know that everything's going to be okay, that people give a fuck about you. You know, I know I just sat here and talked about all these people who did da-da-da-da-da-da-da, but I'm telling you, like, for every one of these people, you got 10 people who you help lay the burdens down, who you are impacting in a positive way. Like, you help, I don't know what you do, but you are someone who brings a lot of value to people's life. Confirmation, snap, chat, message. You're a good person, whoever you are. And you got someone here who is coming in hot and heavy. Knight of Wands in reverse. This could be you, Aries. You know, you're a little hot-headed. So you could really be, you could have someone here in your energy that you are moving away from. And there's someone, this hidden gem. You got a hidden gem, a hidden Three of Wands moving forward, focusing on you. Oh, that's right. The Sun here in reverse. Yeah. This Ace of Pentacles. I'm sorry, this Ace of Cups in reverse with the Sun in reverse. Three of Cups. Yeah, I think you knew better. You passed the test. Safety inspection. This person was bad news bears. It was blocked out. It took a whole team, a whole guy. Eight of Cups in reverse. No, that's right. You're walking up that mountain and you're heading towards this Eight of Cups energy. To me, this is a happy family. Uh-oh. 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 I don't know. The Lovers and the Two of Cups. There has been someone in your family, in your friend group, in your work group, in your personal group setting, been in your house. This person has been jealous, competition, competing with you, trying to one-up you from day one. Ooh, I keep seeing this unsettling image. And it that's what they do. They distract you. They want to get in your brain and distract you, like I said earlier. They want to get you off task and feed off your response. Don't give it to them. Knight of Cups in reverse. Keep it for yourself. Because what you got, this Six of Wands, keep it to yourself. You got a love of a lifetime. And it's within yourself, honestly. You're just taking your time. You love it on yourself. You could be someone who's just, you know, I don't know what we're doing. We're just playing it by ear. We're just having fun. We're not trying. And it feels pretty blissfully, okay? The Ten of Cups here. It feels pretty blissfully. I see you really planning a future. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. Yeah. You got someone who is here that you are kind of like, I don't want to say circling the drain, because that's a negative connotation, but I think when I mean circling the drain, like, y'all are getting ready to go down this path, this pipeline. And it's not official, but you like in the talking stages of someone who you could potentially be married to. For some of y'all. Your ex is gonna have to watch from the sideline. From the sideline. You could still have feelings for your ex, even though you know that this person is no good for you. This current person, this new person here is still... I mean, nobody's perfect, okay? But you're more interested, in my opinion, of getting to know this new person. It could be another fire sign. It could be a water sign. Heavy fire, heavy water. So that would be Aries, Leo, Sag, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Your ex could have been born in the year of the rat. When was the year of the rat? That's a real year too. That's crazy. Who said, ooh, it's going to be the year of the rat? Come on, stop doing me like that. Oh my God. Year of the rat. Ooh, Bad Bunny on SNL. The year of the rat was 2020. The previous one was, I don't know, 2008. So somebody was born in 2008, 96, 84, 72, 60. 1948, but that's old as fuck. I hope ain't nobody out there that old still causing this much damage. But 72, 84, 96, 2008, 2020. Probably 2020 and 08, probably, like, probably ain't out here just terrorizing women and playing games. Or men, whoever. But any of them years stick out. They could be in hot ass, they could be in some hot grease. They could be finding themselves in some grease. In some boiling situations here. They could be in some hotter than fist grease. Fist grease. I think that's hotter than fish grease. But fist grease. That's what my grandma used to say. Hotter than fist grease. Ooh, that sounds terrible. What a terrible way to die. Like, just to fall into a vat of, like, oil. Ooh. Yikes. Yuck. Alright. So, that's what I got for you all. Before we go, I just want to say thank you guys for being here. Don't click off yet because I'm going to do some shadow cards. I don't know if I did this for y'all yesterday, but I got this new deck. Embrace the Shadow Oracle deck. So, I'm going to use these. I'm about to get some little money, so, don't be surprised if you see me with a bunch of new decks. Because ooh, Eric got some money. How you know Eric got some money? Because you're going to start getting new decks. When you see new decks, Eric got some money. Eric got some disposable money. Because all my disposable money going to bracelets and decks. I'm going to start making some bracelets for y'all. I'm going to do Palo Santo. Alright, the inner light. Even in the depth of shadow, your soul remains luminous. Never lose sight of it. That's why you had to walk away, because these people had you fucked up here. I'm telling you, with this Temperance here and the Three of Wands and the Chariot, you walked away because the weight of trauma. Look at the bullet hole in the center of her head. I mean the wound, sorry. Stored trauma can create tension, fatigue, and pain. Healing requires releasing and not ignoring. You released this Ace of Cups reversing the Sun. Despite how much work you had to do, you released these burdens, these people, these negative relationships, these You've rejected these bad offers here because they would have created more unhappiness in your life. And it took a lot of work for you to get there. Took a whole lot of trying just to get up that hill. Now we up in the big league, getting my turn at bat. As long as we live, it's you and me, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh, moving on up. Don't know why I just started singing that song. I did like the Jeffersons, though. I don't know why I like the Jeffersons. Oh, probably because it was like the opposite of Good Times. I liked Good Times too, though, but it was like, damn, wasn't shit good? There was always, every time they get a little piece of money, here it come. Good Times. Like, some had to go break. Down, down, down. She didn't even start doing that until after James died. I don't know. Did y'all hear about John Amos's daughter? I don't. Never mind. We ain't gonna go there. I hope he okay. Is he gone? I think they was fighting. Let's not. We don't just keep going. Releasing judgment. Do not fear your darkness. You are not good or bad. You are human and evolving. So it's okay. I have to fight this too sometimes, where I'm like, oh, don't think bad, don't want bad things to happen to people. And I used to get real angry and I would think about how I struggled so hard while some people would just like, make like comments about, oh, people, like, especially like when I was in college, like, I was a kid who struggled to kind of like, pay for certain things. And I would have fraternity brothers whose parents paid for stuff and they would be like, if you really cared about the fraternity and stuff, like, you would pay your dues on time. Like, you all, like, it's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, you literally, like, you have your parents who pay for everything. Like, stop talking about, oh, you ain't got no money for dues, but you got beer money every time. Shut the fuck up. Yes, I'm going to drink beer because when I get home after work and going to school, I'm going to spend my last $20 on a fucking 6-pack and fuck these dudes. I'm going to pay them when I get that extra bit of chump change that I get at the end of the semester, okay? And you bitches can wait till then. You're not going to fucking press me on my last $20 like every fucking body else in this world. You know what? And if you felt some sort of way about it, then you'd fucking pay for it. But until you be in that situation, shut the fuck up here, okay? I used to really get sick of people like that because if you've been through the struggle, if you know what it's like to have to, why Sandy's always late to work. Sandy got to get her kids up and get ready for school because she's by herself. She ain't got no car. Think about how hard that is. Instead of you bitching about Sandy being 5 minutes late, you pass her house and her daycare up every fucking morning, and you get to work 30 minutes early just so you could feel better than everybody. Why don't you take them 30 minutes and help the bitch out? Since you want to feel morally superior, why don't you actually do it and actually help somebody out in the hand in the offhand? Since you want to be morally superior, why don't you take that extra 30 minutes that you use to boast about being here early and go help that bitch get her kids to daycare and help her get to work on time since you're so concerned? That's how I be talking to these cross watchers now. Like, instead of you complaining about so-and-so being late, why don't you ask them, why don't you offer to help them? Since you get here 30 minutes early, why not? You know what? I noticed that you've been having trouble getting into work on time. Is there, I know I kind of live on the way, and you said your car was having some issues. Is there anything I could do to help you? Could we, possibly, I could meet you at your house and, at 8 o'clock, you have the kids ready, I could drop them off, because the daycare's right up the street from the job, so, oh, thank you, Mary, that'd be so nice, babe. I'll throw you $20 a week. You just had that lady a whole headache and a half. You don't understand. Like, that could be such a blessing to somebody. I'll never forget Stephanie Abrams. This girl I went to high school with. She used to take me to my job. She worked at another store. She was so kind to me. So kind to me. I don't think I've never told her this. And she probably don't even know who I am or watch me no more. I remember her. She used to take me to work. She didn't even work at the same restaurant with me. She was just a very kind person. I remember that. People remember that kind of shit. Instead of, and I know I'm talking to the choir here. But I'm just telling, like, this is what I think of, like, when I hear people bitching about other people. Like, well, shit, why ain't you offer to help them? Oh, well, exactly, because you didn't really want to help them. You just want to feel morally superior. Instead of feeling morally superior, why don't you actually help the bitch out? Well, it's not my place to do. Well, then shut the fuck up then, because it's also not your place to judge. Releasing judgment. Okay? Strength and vulnerability. True courage is allowing yourself to be seen, even in your most raw state. So the people out there who is having a hard time getting their kids up and getting ready, trying to get their life going, trying to get themselves out the bed. It's fucking pitch black when you wake up. It's fucking pitch black when you get off work. I know how that feels. That shit fucking sucks. It's okay. We could talk about it, y'all. This is the right place. I know what it feels like to wake up in the dark, get off work, it's still fucking pitch black dark. Get to the gym, dark. Get home to cook dinner, dark. All the light hours is spent inside a dark fucking building, in a dark place full of dark ass energy around a whole bunch of dark ass niggas who always talk about some dark shit. You get home, everything is dark. Fucking shades is all dark. You live in darkness. It's like, damn, open the fucking window. Get depressed. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta talk. You just gotta be goofy, talk to yourself kind of crazy, like. You know, I'd be like, get your musty ass up out this bed, bitch. You've been over here crying for fucking 3 days. Get your fat ass up and go do something. I'd be like, who the fuck did you talking to? I'd be like, you nigga. I'd be like, oh, hold up now. See, and then I'd be like, okay, now we're starting to split because now we have an argument with ourselves. And I'm like, that's how y'all just got checked into the last loony bin. Calm the fuck down. Like, okay, gotta bring it back. Ooh, y'all. Ooh, okay. And then there's elements associated with like the rat. So the fire rat was in 1996. So maybe that is the year of the fire rat. Where's the oil rat? Well, ooh, Lord, I don't even. Or would that be water? 72. Okay. Oh, fuck. Darn. Okay. One more card and then we gonna go. I hope y'all have a good Saturday. And any other day, or any day you watch this video. You know you can repeat these. Some people just rewatch them over and over again. The Unseen Truth. I like these cards. Look beyond illusions. Sometimes the greatest wisdom is hidden in discomfort. Like I was saying, I'm over here. Yeah, so, okay, what is the wisdom hidden in the discomfort of seeing a rat jump into a vat of oil? Probably stop frying food. Because I'm sure I'm about to go here and fry this chicken. The soul's longing. The soul wants some baked chicken. Okay, we're going to get baked chicken next week. Because I'm frying that chicken tonight, y'all. I don't care. I don't care. Ain't no rats in this house. And that's going to be some fresh grease. Letting go of the old you in the dark night of the soul. Oh, no. I'm so sick of these. Oh, I'm so sick of, like, changing and regrowth and growing. Oh, Lord, this is such a never-ending process. You know what? I did have this one thing to say before I go. It's a good way to tie up this reading here. You know, I think I may have mentioned this before, but I just want to say this before we leave. The seasons come and the seasons go, right? And I'm learning that it doesn't really do me any good to complain about the cold, right? The cold is so cold, it's so cold, it gets dark, it gets this, it gets that. You know, what happens every year. It's not the first time it got cold in December. It's not the first time it was dark at 6 o'clock in December. You know, this happens every year. And this too shall pass. These feelings of darkness, this feeling of impulsivity, maybe a little just angst, it's gonna pass. depression, sadness, little melancholy, it's going to pass. It's going to be okay again. And the sun is going to get out longer. We're going to have longer days. We're going to be wearing shorter shirts and shorter shorts, and it's going to get warmer, and you're going to take those coats off. And remember that that too will pass. And it's always a cycle. So never be fully attached to the good and the bad, because it happens by chance every single day. So if you are not attached, you can't be upset and you can't be distracted. And that's what meditation is all about. It's the art of detaching. And we meditate to detach from the mind, the cluttered mind. So as I sit here with that very disturbing image that is being played in my head over and over again, I think about the relief of meditation. And even if I was to focus primarily on that singular, disturbing, discomforting thought, after a while, it no longer disturbs me. So I become detached. I become less reactive, to the point to where now it doesn't bother me. And if it doesn't bother me, the ego's not going to go to it to try to bother me. Emotional repression. Bottling emotions leads to stagnation. Find a safe way to express your true feelings. Meditation. Envision yourself getting over it over and over and over again. Express yourself. Do what you want to do. All right. So that's all I got for you guys. I hope you all enjoyed this reading. As a matter of fact, I know you all enjoyed this reading. 5656. All right. This has been another CosmicWzrd Tarot reading for my Aries people. Drop down the comments, give a like, subscribe. Let me know how you resonated with this video. Until next time, remember guys, I love you. Drink water, be safe, and peace.